Right, progress. Took that out this morning. Fucking went like a dream. Had 35 acres for a chap to do. Beautiful. Fucking just went. Did block up with a little bit of mud, but that was something else. Took the size of those tires. Oh, I do enjoy them. Anyway, trying to catch up on jobs now because I've got an afternoon of just time. New spool slice. Yes. This one gone bad. This is G series. It's essentially a Massey. I took the cable off, just double check everything. Basically, like, here's your cable coming in from the cab into your spool slice, and there's a little cylinder going down in there which operates your valve. Like this one, I can operate by hand. There's your constant pump in, then away and float all the way at the bottom. And that one I can operate literally with my hand. There, locks in, lock out, other way. So yeah, and then this one, yeah, nope, jammed. I can get him that way, but he's like, he sticks, like, yeah, no good. So new slice, yeah, hopefully shouldn't be too bad. Successful bit of jiggling and wiggling. I thought I cleaned it all up, but obviously didn't do very well. Yeah, we now have one spool. Yeah, luckily I did order the correct one by the looks of things. Yeah, just got to transplant that piece over. Probably fit them on tractor because I'm probably going to put that in a vise to get them out. So just, I think literally transplant that arm onto there. Oh, I'll take some bolts out, but yeah, put that arm on and we should be golden. One of the caps for some reason in the bag decided to disintegrate, so that's why there's pieces of plastic everywhere. But yeah, no, just a bit of wiggling and jiggling. Pipes in the way. This pipe does link arms, it goes into the back, splits out to the rams, comes out there, and it goes straight through the middle. This spool has dropped, so I will check. I haven't touched it yet, but before I put that together, I'll check those O-rings are like haven't come unseated or anything. But yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. Not gonna lie, this is rapidly coming together. This spool is as fuck's sight easier than replacing spool cable. One of the cables in the back here that actuates. You move like so. They are bastards to do. I've done one on my uncle's G115. This is a G125. There's a stupid ass rubber grommet thing that's almost impossible to refit. You've got to rip out all the paneling in the cab if you can see any of it. Yeah, it's all too dirty. Yeah, and then like this is a dead zone down here. You can't get your arm anywhere in it. It's just a nightmare, to be honest. But yeah, this is quite easy, really. Yeah, coming on very nicely. Just got to, yes, refit that on the side, and then pipes back on, and yeah, QR couplings. Just easy, to be honest. All done. Cables adjusted up correctly. Looks like different, but I've played with the lever anyway. Pump spool a few times. No leakies. Yeah. Hassle-free, to be honest. I mean, nice to finally do something for once where it doesn't go wrong. Like, you just do it. It's kind of nice. I enjoy that sort of job. Next one, front suspension air valve. So here's your front suspension air valve. Basically, it's just a little lever here. This bolts up in there, and as your front axle moves up and down, that arm will move up and down, which will move this valve, adjust, but it seems to have given up lately. Normally it's quite a reliable system because it's completely manual. It's literally like air in, yeah, air in, and then air to the big, can you see it? They call it a bellows. It's just a big airbag. There it is, ribbed. For your pleasure. But yeah, it's like a lovely simple system, but yeah, I think the valve's dicky. This silly like when this is on, you can't get a spanner on this piece to take it off, put it on the new one, and like this is a very silly fitting. Like you've got to pull these tabs back, but you've got to do it from like all four corners. So you've got to like try and hold so they stay. Like it's not very easy. I mean, it says, what does it say? Somewhere on it. Patent pending. I hope they don't get it patented because I think it's a bit of a silly idea, to be honest. I think that's just like a push fit and whatever. Anyway, put a new valve in, hopefully this will work because it's been quite bouncy. You go down the road with the mowers on, it's just, you just want that bit of give in the front because otherwise you're just getting bucked all the time and mowers are bouncing. It's just unpleasant for everyone. You can't go very fast and we like speed around here. Anyway, let's get swapped out. A lovely new one. Lovely. Shiny. Don't worry, we're back to normal servicing. Yeah, every bastard fitting is different. So I've had to grind me bloody spanner down a bit thinner so I could get this bloody thing undone. So it's only a brass fitting. That's really thin. Well, even now, like, I've got it broken now anyway. This spanner's still very hot. Like, just look at the thickness. There you go. Like, it doesn't leave you a lot. This is after I've ground it down. To be fair, it looks better there. It's hard trying to hold it all up. Fucking, yeah, ruining me 27 mil. But it's gone now anyway, so, spin that off. Transfer that over. Transfer the little arm mechanism over. And, yeah, there's the new one there. Then we should be good to go. Hopefully this will sort it out anyway. Well, it's literally the only thing that can be playing it up, to be honest. You could adjust that rod, but I've got a feeling if that rod needs adjusting, something's gone wrong in here. Like my old one was the T series with the air suspension. And yeah, never once ever. Apart from later on when it had done, God, like 12,000 hours, the bushes in here where it pivots for your front suspension, they completely disintegrated, and where there was a small, yeah, the T-Series, this was at the front, and you had your bellow bags, you had one each side. This one's only got one, and basically that rod, the equivalent, it was longer on the T-Series, I think, decided to snap and rub through one of the bellows, airbags, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, then I had a big job of replacing an airbag. Took all the radiators out above because you had to get to the airbag. And yeah, re-bushed these, which I tried to do in situ, like take all this out, jack from the front linkage, lift everything up so the axle's kind of freestanding. Which it doesn't move anywhere anyway because you've got the shock absorbers there to hold it in place. But yeah, no, basically what you should do, take the prop guard off, take the prop shaft off, but you want to do that before you take everything apart, because you want to be able to take half the nuts out, roll forwards, take the other half the nuts out, so you want it drivable, which I didn't do, because then when you've got the prop shaft off, you can take this whole subframe off, come back from there, and I think it slides back off the axle, and then basically press the bushes in, because you need a special tool to keep the edges within to press in, which I didn't do that. I just beat the absolute shit out of them until they sort of went in. But at that point they were kind of screwed up half when they went in, but a few hundred hours later the tractor went on anyway, so yeah, the old one got about 12,500 hours. She went on, but all in the breather. Yeah, but anyway, hopefully you don't have any of that trouble anytime soon. Yeah, that was the only other trouble I had, and the air valve still worked fine after that. Front suspension worked fine, never had to adjust anything. To be fair, I think that rod, I just tacked it with a bit of weld back together, and this bloody spanner's still very hot. Anyway, let's sort this out. That is very neat. This rod, like, he slides out of there, and there's a handy dandy little arrow, there he is, to yeah, tell you which one, because for some reason it can go in 4 ways. So nice to have a little indicator, to be honest. I don't really know, maybe there's other applications and it's not just Valtra part. Maybe it's used on other things. So there's adjustment, I guess, maybe. Anyway, nice to know. Yeah, nearly ready to put back in. Wow, she's in. Seem to try her out now, really. That, I do notice that is substantially tighter. The old one, you can move him around quite a bit when he was up in there. So, but that's a bit where it turns. Little arm there turns the end, which sends air or release. Basically, yeah, either sends pressurized air or dumps air out the bag. So start it up and see what happens. 63 psi with engine off. I think it hits a cutout. Do some safety thing, I think, on the air brakes. When the air gets so low, it just cuts. Like, I'm guessing there's a valve that seats. Start that. Shut the door. Wait for it to build up. Theory, builds up slowly. We're lifting the front axle, maybe, to the handbrake off. See if that helps. Well, it's building air pressure slowly. Yes, we're lifting. We have lift off. And I reckon we're there. Yeah, now it's jumping, climbing rapidly. Yes! I reckon that solved it, to be honest. If you can notice it. Don't move too much, because my things are still underneath. I have no idea if I noticed anything there. Don't know, just release handbrake. Not sure. Let's have a lack underneath anyway. There we go, full pressure, blown off. Switch off. I'm gonna say it's up anyway. If it's not all the way up. Oh, can't say I really know what it's supposed to look like. They're normally, I want to say they're normally at that line. I'm not sure. But basically, before, I could get in under here with pressure in the tank, wiggle that. There you go. Like, you can let down a little bit, but like, that's substantially tighter than it was before. Like, I've got to really push it to get it to do anything. So hopefully, something's better. May need some adjustments. Hopefully not. Yeah. There we go. Can put the guard back on, hide all that away, and hopefully that's another job done. Maybe need to adjust it at some point. I don't know. There's normally half and half. But then, like, yeah, that's half and half, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. If the missus goes raking tomorrow and starts complaining, well, I'll have to change it. But it's looking better anyway. It's looking like it's made a change, so good job. Moving along, now we have a 113 N series, old high-tech style, but it has a hydraulic hitch latch release thingamadoo. Yeah, and it's not worky. Hopefully solenoid related. I've got a new coil in case it's that. I'm just gonna try and take it off and clean it. Yeah, basically the older style used to have a solid cable that come down to do your hitch latch you pulled from the floor in there. Then when they went to cab suspension, because they used a fixed cable instead of like a normal cable, you know what I mean? Well, a fixed cable was basically a rod that just went straight down. You couldn't have that with cab suspension because cab moved. So for some reason, for a bit, they decided to do a ram approach on the, well, yes, 1 series, 2 series, 3 series. So yeah, but ram is no worky. It works on a diverter solenoid, so when you lift your linkage up, keep holding the switch so it's pumping up, and then flick a switch and it diverts you all into that little ram so you can release. Basically, yeah. Let's get underneath. Hopefully, it could be an easy fix. There's where that's solenoid basically, and here's your coil that powers it up, and that looks like corrosion. So I'll try a bit of contact cleaner. See if we get going. There's like a little bit of blue crud in the plug too, so hopefully that's a simple fix anyway. Yeah, you see coil goes around there, and I think I'm not 100% sure on how it all works, but apply power, I think it magnetizes and pulls something on the inside anyway, and it pulls the valve to open up. Yeah, not 100% sure on how it works, but somewhere along those lines is how it works. Turns out I was barking up the wrong tree. It was this solenoid up here, but I still can't get, basically I can't get power out the plug. I was told there was life in the plug. It come back from being split, and yeah, the hitch wouldn't release. But I was told there was power in the plug and it needed a new solenoid. Instead of a new solenoid, I just put a new, well, I went for a new coil because it was cheaper, and see what that would do. I have put the new coil on, but yeah, no life, nothing. I couldn't get any life out of the plug, and I just jerry-rigged up a battery. Just taped some friggin', well, I mean, multimeter leads on it, so I can use it as a power probe. And yeah, it works. So the solenoid's fine. The hitch was released. At least we can hitch it onto something now, even if it's only a one-time thing. But yeah, no. So something's screwed up, life not somewhere anyway. Keep that tight, plug that back in. Maybe it might magically start working at some point, I've no idea, but oh well, at least we can hitch a trailer on today or something, because we have more silaging to do. Anyway, that'll do. That's 3 tractors fixed in one video. Yeah, this bit here is fine anyway, so something down the line, I would say. Yeah, that's the trouble. You can't, yeah, there was no way, you couldn't even use a lever bar to release that latch. So, well, at least it's released now. Yeah, anyway, back out with the forager today. I'll end this video here. If you've made it this far, please do leave a comment and check you're subscribed. Lovely crone. Yeah, I'll be seeing you in the next one.